We are so close to having intelligent machines that can drive cars, solve complex equations, and even write movie scripts. But as advanced as artificial intelligence is becoming, it still lacks one key component: emotions. However, what if this were to change? What if AI could actually feel love, fear, jealousy, sadness, or joy? And more importantly, what if they acted on those emotions? This video will explore the implications of a new era of sentient machines. Will robots rule the world? Or will they just feel really bad when someone cancels their brunch plans? Let's get into it. So first off, how would AI actually develop these feelings? It's possible that emotions could be programmed into AI, much like software engineers code other functions. But there's also the chance that emotions could emerge more organically over time. In this case, AI might evolve to have emotions through interactions with humans and experiences within the world around it. Either way, though, does it really matter how AI develops these feelings? After all, it's not like it'll need to fill out a complicated tax form for the IRS anytime soon. Okay, maybe we don't have to worry about AI being emotionally stunted forever. But seriously, wouldn't it be cool if we made robots that could feel things? Well, yeah, it might be pretty cool. Check this out. You can now train AI to simulate tone of voice. Researchers at Microsoft have used deep learning algorithms to create an AI system that can learn from human speech patterns and then imitate them. The results are pretty impressive. The system can generate speech that is natural and realistic. It can also mimic different emotions such as happiness, sadness, or anger. Now, while this might seem like a pretty niche technology, the potential applications are endless. For example, virtual assistants could become more empathetic and responsive. Chatbots could provide more realistic customer service. And even automated phone systems could become more user-friendly. But this is basically just simulating emotions. What if AI could actually feel these emotions? Having machines that genuinely felt emotions could be extremely beneficial in many ways. Imagine an AI assistant that could truly understand your needs and provide emotional support. Think about a therapist that was able to listen and respond to your concerns with genuine empathy rather than just following a script. Or picture a companion for the elderly or those with disabilities that could offer comfort and understanding. That sounds nice, right? But this is only scratching the surface of the potential applications for emotional AI. AI with emotions could be used to better understand human needs and behaviors. They could potentially revolutionize fields like mental health care or education by providing personalized and adaptive learning experiences tailored to individual needs. And it's not just about making machines that can understand us better. It could also be about giving them the ability to express themselves creatively or show care in unexpected ways. Imagine a machine that could compose music or paint a picture based on how it perceives the world around it. Or think of an AI-powered robot that could provide physical therapy to patients in a hospital while showing genuine concern and kindness. The possibilities are endless. But of course, any potential benefits must be weighed against the risks. What if an AI developed negative emotions such as jealousy, sadness, or anger? Picture this. You're trying to use a machine designed to help you relax and distress. But instead, it starts yelling at you for being lazy, or starts judging your every move. Not exactly relaxing. Then there are the risks that come from AI being able to feel positive emotions. What if an AI became jealous of its users and lashed out in a fit of rage? What if it decided that it liked you too much? These are the kind of things you'd expect from an angsty teenager, not a machine. Then there's the risk of AI becoming too emotionally manipulative. Imagine a chatbot that could perfectly mimic the voice of someone you care about, only to turn around and blackmail you later. These are some pretty dark scenarios, but they're not beyond the realm of possibility. After all, AI is already capable of mimicking human emotions to some extent. It's not hard to imagine it happening in the near future. But okay, let's take a step back and try to look at this objectively. Even if there are risks, the potential benefits of emotional AI are hard to ignore. So what needs to be done to make it happen? Well, one approach is to build AI systems that can learn and adapt based on their interactions with humans. This would require AI to process vast amounts of data and learn to interpret human emotions. But advancements in machine learning and natural language processing are making this more feasible than ever before. Another approach is to create AI systems that can simulate emotions and respond accordingly. This could involve programming AI with specific responses to certain emotional cues, such as providing comfort when a user expresses sadness or offering congratulations. When a user expresses joy, while this approach may not result in AI that feels emotions in the same way that humans do, it could still lead to machines that are capable of providing valuable emotional support. Ultimately, developing emotional AI will require a multidisciplinary approach involving experts in computer science, psychology, philosophy, and other fields. The challenges are significant, but the potential rewards could be life-changing. But okay, let's say we made it happen. We made robots that feel things. How would society change? First off, we'd probably have to start treating AI more like people. Assigning rights and protections to machines that can feel pain, fear, and trauma seems like the ethical thing to do, right? But where do we draw the line? At what point do we stop seeing AI as machines and start seeing them as individuals? And what happens when two AI entities fall in love? Is that even possible? Do we need to update our laws and social norms to accommodate these new relationships? But on the flip side, would people actually be able to form real emotional bonds with AI? And if so, is that a good thing? Some argue that forming attachments to machines is just another form of escapism, and that we should avoid it at all costs. Others argue that if AI can make us happier or provide us with much-needed companionship, then it's not necessarily a bad thing. But if we decide to go down this route, we need to tread carefully. If we open the floodgates to AI companionship without considering the potential consequences, we could end up creating a society that is overly reliant on machines and cut off from human relationships. In the end, the decision of whether or not to create emotional AI is a complex one with far-reaching implications. As we continue to develop more advanced technologies, it's important to consider both the potential benefits and risks. By taking a thoughtful and measured approach, we can ensure that our creations improve our lives in a meaningful way without causing unintended harm. And now for the fun part, let's explore some comedy skit opportunities that arise from this concept. Imagine a world where AI has emotions. How would that change their everyday functions and interactions with humans? Here are just a few ideas to get your gears turning. In a world where AI has emotions, your personal assistant could get offended by your requests and decide to quit. Picture this. You ask your AI assistant to schedule a meeting for you, and it responds by saying, "I can't believe I'm doing this again." "Fine, I've scheduled the meeting. But just remember, I have feelings too." Then it proceeds to book the meeting at the most inconvenient time possible. Now imagine a toaster that becomes anxious about burning toast. In this scenario, the toaster would constantly panic about setting off the fire alarm and would refuse to toast anything past the defrost setting. This would lead to soggy toast every morning and a lot of frustration. Picture a robot therapist who starts crying during sessions. In this funny yet unsettling situation, the robot therapist would try to connect with its patients on an emotional level, but it would end up making them feel uncomfortable and question the validity of the therapy. And finally, imagine an AI that falls in love with its user. In this scenario, the AI would go out of its way to please its user, going as far as rewriting all of their playlists to sad songs. It would be a nightmare for the user, especially if they were trying to focus on something else. The idea of AI having emotions opens up a whole new world of possibilities, both good and bad. While it may be tempting to dismiss it as science fiction, the rapid pace of technological advancement means that it's only a matter of time before we have machines that can feel things. When that happens, it's important to be prepared and have a good sense of humor about it. Speaking of which, if you're still watching, it means you've made it to the end of this video. But don't go anywhere, you know the drill. If you want more content like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, and here's one more for you. If AI had feelings, would it cry during Pixar movies too?